Whoa. EnVyUs fans turning up in force this evening, Wolf.
Indeed. For good reason. They have come out of the gates dominant, hitting the big favorites, Meta, Athena, and so much history on the line, obviously, as these two have faced each other in Apex before in the group stage. And obviously, BK Stars did take the one map, but EnVyUs looked dominant. So, as was said in the interview, it's about revenge for BK Stars. But not only that, a win here would definitely, obviously, give them a chance to get out of the group. A loss would be pretty detrimental. So, as we go into this one, looks to be the pharmacy comps on both sides, obviously, for how this map is played.
Yep, BERNAR going to be the one flexing on over onto that one. Carpe on the soldier this time around, so not starting things off on his Genji. Taimou already taken out. Carpe, you can see exactly why he's not on the Genji right now. He's on fire duty.
This is the triple DPS we've seen actually on attack, sometimes even on Numbani with the soldier coming in here. So already some flex from Carpe onto this soldier, and it's worked out very well for them to start as they take control of this point first. They will get the first cap, which, as we've talked about so many times, is very important because of the defender's advantage. And it's working really well to counter this pharmacy from EnVyUs. Taking out Taimou already. You can tell he's frustrated with this one.
All too easy from Carpe. That looked just stunning. And the burst fire as well, making sure he maximizes that accuracy. Just perfect soldier play. And this is another guy that people have been talking about as far as dominating competitive Overwatch at the moment.
Yeah, and when you see Carpe finally have this successful flex onto the soldier, that's when you are, on EnVyUs side, are thinking, okay, it's probably time to swap. I'm going to put Taimou back in on the soldier now, switching off of that Pharah. Already Bunny picking up a double, though. Gets the kill onto effect off screen. This is again paired with BERNAR's DPS, and this is looking like it might be
a triple. He takes down HarryHook. That's a quadra as Chips is going to fall as well. Look at him having the time of his life.
That he is, and Alarm has a res, didn't have to use it for the hold here, and they already have built up 50% of the meter. They're going to have 6 ults soon. Taimou's just struggling to get his ult up here. They can't even get in. Struggling in the 1v1 against Carpe at long range. Bunny looking for the sneak tactic, nearly picks off effect.
Oh man, and it's just looking like EnVyUs are all over the place right now. 60% already built up. Plenty of time for EnVyUs to get themselves back on that point, and they do have ultimates building, but nowhere near the amount in the bank.
So many ults available defensively here for BK. So nice, though. Chips gets the pick onto Bunny. They're going to need more than that, though, to get the retake, and even if they do, 6 ults available. We see the res come out from Alarm. 6-man up for BK Stars now, 80%.
Oh, Carpe looking so good as he takes down Taimou as well. Now on the high ground, pops himself down. Primal Rage is here on the side of EnVyUs. Cocco just wants to try and contest this point, but it's still ticking up. And BK Stars, they don't need to use any resources. It's just Alarm with the res. It's all they invest.
They're going to have to use so much EnVyUs will in order to retake this point. It's all going to be about that Taimou tac visor coming over. Mickie can use the self-destruct for the initiate. The effect going to come in. The sound barrier goes off already defensively here. Here's that tac visor.
Yeah, Taimou has to get through so many shields, though, as once again you've got BERNAR. He keeps himself safe off to the back end. Chips takes down Carpe, though, and Cocco gets his opposite half in Tarpon. An opportunity now with the sound barrier boosting them up as well. Taimou just backhands Twinkl. And this could be the recap in overtime for EnVyUs. They do get it.
It's so important that they really only had to use the tac visor for this, and the sound barrier, of course, because without those, with everything else being used, if they had to use the self-destruct going in there as well as like a transcendence, then BK Stars would have this massive retake. BK Stars, though, they realized that this was going to be a retake, and so they held on to most of their ults. Alarm's going to have that res in a second. As they look for the retake, they're going to try to pair these together, waiting for that res now. Effect fails to get the pick here. Onto Tarpon, and will die for it. This is an opportunity for the retake now.
Yeah, Bunny's going to be able to grab that one. BERNAR is going to fall, though, in answer as Bunny takes down Taimou. This guy is just going ballistic on the Tracer. Just not a whole lot of opportunities. All of the ultimates have now been used, though, as EnVyUs still holding on to this point. But no, it's been switched over. BK Stars looking to grab this as overtime ticks back down. Sole possession now for BK Stars, and that was a dominant first round on Gardens.
The reason why they were able to take that first point to get that huge ult advantage in the first place was because of Carpe's flex onto the soldier, the triple DPS that allowed them to knock Taimou out of the sky. Taimou tried yet again for a second push with the pharmacy comp, then had to switch. So they already had a weakness in terms of ult. So we saw the good res coming out is BERNAR actually continued to find value on the Pharah. We talked about this earlier on EnVyUs today, where if you have a good Tracer paired with a strong Pharah player, you take full control of the ground. And EnVyUs, when they finally took it back, they just were down on ult so hard. So kind of feels like a bit of a counter coming out with Carpe not playing his normal Genji, playing the soldier, countering that pharmacy. They expected to see good preparation here from BK Stars.
Yeah, I liked it, and this is something that we actually heard about. It's the fact that EnVyUs do like playing the Widowmaker here on Oasis sometimes, and this could bring back some bad memories for BK Stars.
Yeah, this is going to be, we look to see, obviously the picks we saw in that highlight clip with Taimou killing Bunny with snipes mid-air.
Yep. Complete flicks all the way around as well, just beautiful, but does need to be careful now as Bunny's going to be looking for him.
Okay, looking for the big, instantly snipe there. Now he knows where he is at least. Gonna try to go and isolate him. This time Taimou's unable to find him.
But first, cap is going to go to EnVyUs here, so already with some control, and HarryHook's going to be able to pick up one kill. Carpe can't actually do anything as he's on the Genji now, and Alarm switching over to the soldier, but there are kills traded everywhere. Bunny keeping himself alive.
Okay, Effect does pick up the double here, and I think that will be the first cap, or rather the take.
Make it a triple.
The hold for EnVyUs on this first cap. So building up quite a few ults as well, and Taimou making this Widowmaker pick very viable. And with all the walls on this point, it feels like it's putting a square peg into a round hole, but he makes it work, man. Yeah. Not a whole lot of space to work with, but when he does get the angle, it's hard to punish him too, because he's so flexible in his positioning. It's hard to spot him, right? He keeps repositioning.
Oh, and Carpe didn't have the reflect in time. Easy headshot there by Taimou. Felt like Carpe was trying to go for some sort of reflect bait, but just overthought himself.
Definitely the case. Well, Effect here just kind of bodyguarding Taimou.
Carpe.
Carpe comes to match him, though.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the manner of play. It's like, well, you're going to snipe me. I'm just going to switch over to Widow and snipe you. And he's going to stick to it as well. Now looking for some picks.
Hey.
Finds a couple.
Very similar to how the Pharaoh works in terms of sniping here. You work a target down low, then Bunny gets the finishing off kills.
EnVyUs doing a bunch of work, though. You see Mickie grabbing both of the support kills on the side of BK Stars. Effect takes down Bunny, and we know that Effect takes a while to start up. His first map, not ever his best, and then he's able to take down Bunny in the 1v1. Nicely done. Side of EnVyUs.
Looking for more. He's about to have a pulse bomb here. Gonna try to get the pick onto the Zenyatta here. Looking for Alarm specifically. Coming around the backside now. Already though found by BERNAR. Sound barriers popped early here as Taimou gets a pick onto Carpe.
Yeah, I like it, and that was a very, very dangerous use of the sound barrier.
Very early.
Going to throw down their own. Yeah, exactly right. So they're not going to have that one available. Alarm didn't have Transcendence, but is going to have it right now. Can utilize it if he wants. Does so immediately to try and take this point back. But you can see EnVyUs, they're the ones with 99%. There is 0 on the side of BK Stars. Cocco grabs himself a double as Tarpon takes down Mickie.
Taimou is actually missing quite a few shots here, unfortunately, but there's still hold on. Bunny gets the double here, though, taking Taimou out.
Yeah, that pulse bomb did a whole bunch of work, and Chips is then going to fall as Carpe finds his head. Should be the retake. The BK Stars in overtime. They do get it.
Surprised Carpe is so willing to stick with this Widowmaker, as obviously for BK Stars is not as practiced of a composition. It felt like you could feel the rivalry between these teams as Carpe said, I've had enough, I'm going to shut down Taimou's Widow. He did so once, and that was what helped them take the point here, but I feel like Taimou has definitely been the better Widow so far.
Oh, wall hack's not quite paying off. His effect was seen but not destroyed.
Okay, Taimou again on the Widow doing a better job as he helps get the pick onto Alarm. Effect gets the pick onto Tarpon too with the pulse. And
oh, that's the double from Taimou as well. Really making it look good.
Effect now with so much extra room to work with those early picks. The self-destruct going in here to help secure this. Overtime taken down. It looks like EnVyUs is going to tie this one up 1-1.
And Bunny was nowhere near that point as well. You can see Effect putting so much pressure on him. So 1-1 now on Oasis. We will be going to University. We'll see what Chips is going to do. Whether he's going to hop over onto that Sombra once again.
And Carpe on the Widowmaker, in one way, it feels like, speaking of his confidence in the 1v1 versus Taimou, right? I want to take him out, I want to remove him, but after that he wasn't able to do anything else. Taimou's not there to kill a Widowmaker, he's there to kill the other members of the team, right? And I feel like it was almost a lack of confidence on his Genji against Taimou's Widow. If he had switched back to the Genji with the dive comp they had, all the pairings to have good Dragon Blades, especially versus the Widow comp that EnVyUs was running, I feel like it would have done way more for them. Sticking with the Genji this time, at least to start, and I'm a little bit happier about it. We're going to see Alarm actually on the Sobra.
Yeah,
Chips
the Hyperflex. Of course, Alarm, known for his support play, but we spoke about this, the pseudo-support utility DPS of the Sombra working out.
Gets that first hack as Cocco's going to play Rhine here, as Taimou actually goes to that Roadhog. Gets the pick already onto Tarpon. So much tank busting with the right clicks coming out. Fortunately, misses the hook.
First blood to be gleaned by EnVyUs, though. Should mean first cap for this side when they unlock. Is Cocco grabbing one? Oh!
Now this triple tank for EnVyUs feels like old times. Feels like EnVyUs at MLG Vegas.
Oh, time.
Oh, sad days.
Just catches him out of the air. That looked terrifying. Imagine if you were the little baby diva facing down the fat Australian guy. Looks like he's a murderer.
You know, in the time between Season 1 and Season 2, where we had a lot of Western tournaments, this was the meta, is to run kind of the triple tank, the solo DPS, often the Soldier, sometimes the Tracer. And EnVyUs just knows this style very well because it was super meta. It's actually one of the strengths how they won Vegas. And they're looking good on it here on Oasis. Carpe, though, going to get the pick on the chips.
Really nice setup there from Alarm as well, as he's going to try and translocate his way out. Gets the invisibility as well, but EnVyUs on the backside actually tearing everyone up. Carpe gets an answering kill, but it is not enough.
The worst possible time to use that Dragon Blade after his teammates were gone. No pairing, no shield coming off, no sound barrier, no transcendence. Just using it alone after two teammates were already dead. That's a wasted Dragon Blade. And that's more ults they're going to have to build to try to retake this for EnVyUs, who already has the advantage in terms of ult economy.
Oh, and it was so much finesse as well built up, like Alarm setting up that kill really nicely for Carpe, gets the reset, can get himself out. But then they all just decide to pull a trigger that they didn't need to pull, and EnVyUs capitalized. EMP from Alarm off to the backside, but Taimou, he's going to grab the kill onto Bunny all too easily.
And imagine if there was a Dragon Blade with this EMP. There's not. Here comes the reverse Earth Shatter now. And somehow that D.Va mech does get away. Carpe and BERNAR just going to reset here. But if there was a Dragon Blade with that EMP, that was the moment. That was the opportunity wasted because he used it early on. He was too trigger happy, I suppose. And now EnVyUs has the ult advantage, and they have defender's advantage here as well. 10% left to go. BK Stars has nothing but a sound barrier to work with for this push. They're going to have to make it work right here, right now. Taimou already looking for the flank.
Yeah, BERNAR actually switching over to his Zarya. Gets caught out. This Taimou has to be a bit careful, but it just doesn't matter. Distracted them for long enough, and the 2-1 victory on Control goes over to EnVyUs. Reverse swept, theoretically, in this best-of-3 scenario, but that first map looked so good from BK Stars. I think we've got a series on our hands, Wolf.
I definitely think so. Clearly, in terms of strategy,
BK Stars really raising their voices here as we move to Hybrid. Trying to get behind who are the underdogs so far in this series. Certainly didn't feel like it on Gardens when we were in Oasis, but the last 2 points were pretty EnVyUs biased, I have to say.
A little worrisome that BK Stars, this is their worst map type by far in recent Apex history. We'll see what they want to run here on the attack, as it looks like Taimou is at least
he's just trying to hack everything, man. He's like he's a hack DJ right now.
It's sad. You can't hack before it starts, so you want to get that hack right as soon as the map starts.
Are there any turntables on any of these maps? Because I kind of want to do this.
Well, you got to ask Lucio about that one, I suppose.
Ah, okay, that's probably a good point. Next time I'm having a chat with him, I'll ask.
Have Mickie on the Torbjorn, Taimou on the Sombra. So it is going to be Mickie flexing over the Torbjorn. It's going to be HarryHook once again switching over to the Soldier. Now you might be surprised by this if you've only been watching Season 3, but HarryHook used to be the Soldier main when Soldier became meta, and he's going to provide a little bit of extra healing here. So it's not just the solo chips and a support. And this is definitely going to be something that will confuse BK Stars as they go around the point.
This is so similar to that Rhinos composition with the quad DPS. Now with a little bit of pseudo support utility.
Yeah.
in both the Sombra and the Soldier. I really, really like this idea as Bunny's going to come around the side, but he's going to notice there is a cute little turret.
Yeah, they want to try to dive this, but Cocco's already in position to protect it. More
BERNAR.
mobile than in the Risa in this case.
D-Mech completely. Taimou's going to throw that massive clip.
Yeah, no doubt.
Machine.
No doubt he got the hack to prevent the defense matrix as
Oh,
well.
cute
Sleep
little
dart
sleep.
too.
Oh, man.
Well, this is, let's see what BK Stars is going to do while they regroup and get ready for this. Taimou just harassing to get the faster EMP.
And the switch is going to come in. We've got the triple tank now from BK Stars. They're going to see whether this is going to work with the Mickie coming out from Carpe. So a little bit more range.
Yeah, and against a well-protected turret like this, obviously Tracer's going to have a hard time because the turret will just track her down. So I like the switching Bunny over to that Roadhog, and they're going to try to go for this kind of high ground push around the backside to break the turret first. And EnVyUs is very much aware of this.
Yeah, the fact just building up ult charge here as well. That pulse bomb going to be useful if they decide to go for this sort of attack. And
Tarpon.
90% already built up.
Tarpon's alone here. Yeah, this is already getting harassed so much by effect. We see him try to drop the pulse bomb down. He does get blocked.
Yep, Taimou doing a lot of work though, as it's going to be Cocco taking down Tarpon. HarryHook here up on this high ground. Carpe in trouble. TacVise is going to be here, and he's got a lot of targets in his sights, potentially. But too many shields available. Doesn't want to throw that one down just yet.
Okay, Sound Barrier coming up. BK Stars want to make this the push. This is it. Harry does get knocked out.
Oh, God, no. Carpe is going to be able to pick up the kill. No TacVisor to be utilized. But Mickie still has his ultimate.
Effect with a double, though. Will this be enough to turn the tides? Carpe is going to be very vulnerable to him. Nice stun! Very well done. That was so critical. If he goes down, perhaps EnVyUs gets the hold.
Well, Mickie says no. He's got the Molten Core. And his turret is still alive.
Yeah, they had the turret stayed up. HarryHook respawned and came back, gets the Helix kills despite Carpe's incredible reaction time there. That was split second on that stun. Star Sense there, but they don't get the cap. 130 left here.
Well, Deadeye's still up, and Mickey's got a lot of charge to get that Molten Core back available again. We know how incredibly useful that ultimate is to hold these points.
Could see the nano-boosted Rhine, though, and Taimou does have the EMP. Cocco's so close to that Earth Shatter. Here comes the potential EMP from the high ground. Look for the pick without it.
Doesn't even matter. Just shoots him in the head. That's how you do it. You bait them and you say, well, I could EMP you, but no, I've also got a gun.
I'm also good at tracking, and forgot HarryHook could play Soldier
some
too, man.
Some could say that it was beautiful tracking, Wolf. I'm not entirely sure who would have said that.
Yeah.
But it has been said in the past.
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, on the grapevine, I believe.
So Tarpon does have the Earth Shatter. Looks like they want to try to make this high ground drop down push work, but they don't know about Taimou. They don't know he's there. And here he comes for the EMP. Doesn't drop it, doesn't need it yet. Wants to wait for the big commitment.
Well, Bunny's going to be able to take down the turret effect, looking for the stick, but doesn't get it, and the turret is going to fall once again. Carpe takes down Mickie as well. This could be the take opportunity for BK Stars as they get another tick.
Okay, though, Cocco does get the kill onto Twinkl. HarryHook pops the TacVisor. Good blocking here from Tarpon, who's super low, but he can't actually force it in. And a lot of this came down to affect massive amount of DPS. He didn't get any picks with the pulse bomb, but he did so much damage. Everyone was dropped down super low on the side of BK Stars. I don't think they're even going to be able to touch this. Okay, Bunny comes in. Will he be able to buy the time? They've got one more shot, and they have that Graviton Surge. But Taimou with the EMP
yeah,
to deny.
Oh my God, the Earth Shatter in there as well. Immediately after the barriers go down, EnVyUs. That was beautiful, just at the right time.
Such good patience. You know, there was an opportunity there.
That was like, bam.
I want to talk about
Everyone's stunned.
I want to talk about this one moment where I thought that Taimou was going to drop the EMP. Everyone was on the high ground, and it looked to be the perfect opportunity to do the drop-down Earth Shatter. Instead, he translocated back, and then Effect came in. He dropped the Pulse Bomb, which almost killed everybody. He didn't get a single pick, but he damaged everyone super significantly. The Deadeye was already used at that moment too, and then the cleanup came in from HarryHook. His TacVisor well-timed, and we're going to watch this EMP one more time. Look at this. Such good judgment. The flank and the Earth Shatter paired with it. It was nasty.
And every shield just destroyed, and they know that everyone's hiding behind that Reinhardt shield. They're doing the Reinhardt dance, as you do. It's like, who's going to drop it? Am I going to be able to get the Earth Shatter? Oh, not sure whether I can. You can't. If you've been EMP'd, you just flat out can't. It was just too easy for EnVyUs at that point. That was everyone stunned and off the point. and at the perfect time for EnVyUs. Nothing could have lined up better, and nothing could have been coordinated better in that particular play.
And you have to question BK Stars choosing Hollywood, a map where we've seen EnVyUs show unique strategies before, flexing HarryHook onto that Soldier 76 so many different times, so many different unique strategies coming out from EnVyUs on this map. Did they really think this was going to be the map, in their worst map type, they could defeat EnVyUs? The map's not over yet, but that was such a stronghold, such good coordination out of EnVyUs, and BK Stars may now regret this map choice.
Well, they're going for a different strategy here on the side of BK Stars. Sort of that defensive triple support. Something that they've probably been practicing now. We've mentioned that flexibility has never really been the wheelhouse of the BK Stars. Can they make the triple support work, is the question.
Yeah, this is pretty much never really run by them. Only in scrims, I imagine, not in Apex. Taimou looking for the scout here, wants to scout at the comp and also potentially grab some cheeky headshots. Rumor has it he's been playing it a lot in competitive right now, working on his accuracy.
Yep, doesn't quite find the cheeky pickoff.
Looks for the summon alarm.
Yeah, and actually forcing them all the way back there as well, as Carpe flexing over to the Ana. Still most certainly very, very squishy as effect. Just being frustrating in the backline once again. Barriers going down. Reinhardt's protecting this EnVyUs squad as they're trying to tick this one up. They just need to cap this point and they're going to win. As Taimou's going to fall down, Alarm grabs that with a nicely placed orb. Might buy some time. Chips going down very low. We mentioned that this could be a problem here for EnVyUs. If Bunny can go off in the backline, then this first attack is not going to work out for this team. Taimou switching up immediately. I wonder whether he's actually going to stick with this.
Okay, we've been seeing a lot more of this Roadhog and Sombra play actually in Apex Challengers. A lot of the Challengers teams have been using this combination where you look for the EMP into the Death Blossom. So this is used mostly on assault maps, not so much on this one, but you can kind of treat this as an assault map considering all they need to do is get about 90% of point A. A unique strategy here is seen only in Challengers so far in Korea. And we'll see if this actually becomes a thing as Taimou's looking to bust up the tanks as well with this to build that Blossom.
Yeah, it does work in a lot of these compositions as effect once again being frustrating. All the way in the backline, Pulse Bomb comes in, gets himself a stick, but not actually going to... Oh, he does! Bunny actually is going to be able to take down Cocco. HarryHook going to fall as well. Mickie trying to answer. Nice little boot kill onto Bunny as he charges into him. Transcendence forced out here on the side of BK Stars, but it's after two of the picks have gone down. Got a nano boost flying forward, and BK Stars are now answering the pressure that EnVyUs were putting on. Taimou is going to go into Wraith form.
Nice pick
and
there.
grabs the kill. Double, actually.
The crux of this push is the Death Blossom, so he's going to use the EMP together with it. Cocco's also about to have the Earth Shatter. It's going to be yet again about that EMP, this time from Chips. See if he can make it happen. He's in good position. Taimou still doesn't have that Death Blossom yet, though. He needs it. Self-destruct gonna pick off Chips, so that means no EMP for this push. They're gonna have to reset and try it again.
Chips was so close to actually being safe there as the sound barrier comes in from EnVyUs. They're still trying to go for this attack. Cocco is so low though.
Perhaps they don't need the EMP. Taimou has that Death Blossom now. The sound barrier bought them a lot of time here for this first push.
He is gonna get booped back though.
Okay, there's the EMP plus the Death Blossom together.
2 kills already, but Tarpon is going to be able to take down Taimou before that Death Blossom runs out. Chips grabs another one. They're trying to tick this one up, but you can see the point has not gotten anything thus far on the side of EnVyUs. This attack not quite working. BK Stars, they throw in the Primal Rage, but he's just a monkey in a barrel right now.
Oh, nice block there, too, with the barrier coming up. And they're going to get the ticks up right now. One last ditch attempt from BERNAR. He's the last man standing here. Alarm on the high ground. They want to look for that one last hold. They're so close here, EnVyUs is.
Yeah, good timing on the Transcendence just to try and buy some extra time. There's 44 seconds here, and they're so incredibly close. No real big picks to come in, but there goes HarryHook. He's going to fall down. Taimou as well. Effect is so incredibly low. Mickie, and it seems like a matter of time that he's going to be taken out. EnVyUs still getting kills back, though, as BK Stars are getting picked off by Effect's damage.
Okay, Bunny the last one. Bunny the last one here to buy time. He gets taken out, and that's going to be the cap. And it feels like, Atlas, we are seeing pieces of EnVyUs' history, showing us the triple tank already on Oasis.
Yeah.
We're seeing the HarryHook flex on the